I was thinking about doing a little video on just the transfer window because I've been thinking a lot about it. I remember being younger, I used to love the transfer window being on and seeing what was going to happen. And you didn't quite have Twitter and that obviously all came around kind of like 2010s ish. And it was really enjoyable. I used to love it, and now I don't know about everyone else, but I can't stand the transfer window. I hate it. It's just constant 24/7 news. Your kind of Twitter feeds just filled with just absolute rubbish and getting linked to these players that I don't know. Sometimes maybe there's truth in them, but let's be honest, 99.9% of the time, your team never ends up with them. So I just kind of block out from it. I found myself not really watching it at all, and any time I flicked on Sky Sports News, it was consistently just about Marcus Rashford as well, which I get. Like, it's a name. He's Man United boy. He's at a club like Man United, so I get that. But yeah, I just got a bit bored and fed up of it all. Just didn't really fancy it whatsoever. And what made me think of this was I seen a really interesting article on The Athletic that was on Instagram. Don't know if anyone follows that for the football fans, but you should do. I'm going to subscribe to it, actually, and start reading some articles and maybe start doing some videos on it. But yeah, they had a really interesting kind of slideshow today, and it said which new players have actually had a major impact on the Premier League this season, right? So how successful have last summer's Premier League transfers been? So the simplest thing to measure is goals. So let's frame it this way. 11 players have hit double figures. None are new signings in the league so far this season. It then goes on to say, let's look at it from a team perspective. Liverpool are top. Their only summer signing, Federico Chiesa, hadn't started a Premier League game all season. Second place, Arsenal signed Ricardo Calafiori, Mikel Moreno and Raheem Sterling, none of whom have started more than a third of their games so far. Third place, Nottingham Forest have thrived by being much quieter than usual in the market. Fourth place, Chelsea again brought in lots of players last summer, but none of the newcomers have started more than 50% of their matches. Go through the rest of the top half clubs and it's extremely difficult to find any new signings who have moved the dial. A few have been solid, Anana at Villa and Sander Berg at Fulham. It's a remarkable situation. 2 billion spent on new players and none are playing a major part in the title race, or fighting to win the Golden Boot, or a candidate for team of the season, or even a candidate to be the club's best player, with the possible exception of Liam Delap. Pretty spot on. And I think when fans and folk go on about signings, and particularly in January, it's hard, man. It's hard to get folk to come in and make an impact at any level you're at. You're trying to find someone that's going to elevate the team, that's not going to upset the mood. There's so much that goes into it, but I really just thought that was interesting, and just to throw that kind of in front of quick thoughts on what I think will happen in the 2 League Cup semis. You've got Newcastle and Arsenal tonight. I don't want to do predictions on this because it's not really what the whole point of this is, but I think for tonight, I think it finishes 1-1. Newcastle make it to the final. I think it will be tight. I think Arsenal maybe go 1-up, but I think I'm going to go 1-1 and put my neck out on the line. Watch this. It'll be about 5-5 or something. And then I think Liverpool overcome Spurs tomorrow night 2-0. I think they do it 2-0 and Liverpool go through. Maybe 3-1. Maybe 3-1. So I think we'll have a Liverpool-Newcastle final. Arsenal are going to be on high after City, so let's see. And Newcastle, as I said, their momentum's dipped, but the Cup gives you that break. It's interesting. Newcastle looking for a big first trophy for a long time. Spurs as well, if they can. Even Arsenal under Arteta. And then Slot would be his first final with Liverpool. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Get a vid up again on probably Thursday night after both have finished to do a little review. Tomorrow, Canning Conversations, full interviews out with Jock Begg on his EP Wildflower. We go through it track by track. If you're interested in that stuff, that'll be on the YouTube channel, Canning Conversations Instagram page. So, yeah, check it out. Hope everyone enjoys the footy tonight and tomorrow, and have a good one.